those kids they have to learn from those experiences if they want to. They don't have to. I guess that's probably one way to put it. But the ones who avail themselves to the opportunity can learn quite a bit. This kid named Joe, who one day in practice, he said his parents were from South Korea. They came here to work on a research project at OSU. And Joe lamented in a very loud voice one day that there's no opportunity left in America. Boy, you don't want to say that in front of me with a bunch of young people. And I said, excuse me? He said, there's no opportunity for people like me in America. I just lit up. I'm like, what are you talking about? That's not true. And he says, well, prove it. And so I walked him through all these different examples of people who had come here from other countries, first generation, who did the American dream. I said, the American dream is available for anybody who wants to pursue it. And here's why. If you're not interested in pursuing it, then the dream is never achievable. But we spent probably 35, 40 minutes that day on what it takes to attain the American dream. He wanted to get into medicine. When he graduated high school, I told him, I said, my only goal in life is that someday when I get old and decrepit, that you become my doctor, because I know you'll care about what you're doing. He started going through school, and then about his sophomore year, one of his science teachers at OSU discovered that Joe actually had a capability to help other students that were struggling with their schoolwork. So he became a tutor. He just grew doing that. When he graduated from OSU, he called me up and he says, Coach, I want to take you to lunch. We meet over in Corvallis. He says, I want to tell you were right about something. Joe, the team mantra is Rex is always right. You just figure it out after a while that I'm just telling you the truth, and I'm not sugarcoating it, but eventually you're going to find out that, yes, I was right. So I said, well, what was it about? And he goes, you remember that day in practice when I said there was no opportunity left in America for people like me? And I go, oh, yeah, I remember that really well. And he says, I want to tell you that after going to school here, I've discovered what I want to do with my life. And I said, what's that? And he goes, well, I'm going to go to, I think it was someplace in Michigan or Minnesota, one of the two. He says, they have a program where I can do my master's and my doctorate all at the same time. And he says, I'm going to become a professor. I said, why's that? And he goes, I discovered doing that tutoring that I was pretty good at it. My professors all told me I was pretty good at it. And I really enjoyed it. And he goes, you told us so many times that if we ever have a job where we enjoy the work and we're good at it, it's not like going to work. I said, that's right. And he says, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm not going to be a doctor. I'm going to go be a professor. And he goes, so the American dream can happen if you want it to.